What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Toy Talk. With me, I'm Toy Father, first of all. With me, as always, I got... We'll go over here. Clintastic 4.
Hey, howdy, hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Why are you so great?
Fake it till you make it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, fake it till you make it. We got Unworthy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic as well. And that's just a general stance for me. Before you ask why, it's just a general.
It's just general. Yeah, there's no reason behind it. It reminds me of like when my grandfather was alive. Every time I talk to him, I feel like this is like pretty much for every elderly person. I'm like, "How's it going?" He's like, "Lousy." I'm like, "Okay." There was no reason. He was just lousy.
Miserable, yeah.
Well, hey, it's just the three of us today, and we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna talk some toys, talk some Pokemon cards, maybe talk just how general like you doing. And we miss Danny and Miss Toyac 17. We miss Josh, but they weren't feeling so good today, but that's okay. We'll see them next week.
It's Three's Company tonight.
It is Three's Company.
Knock on my door.
Who is oh man, what is her name? Thigh Master. Thigh Master?
Unworthy.
Obviously, I'm Thigh Master.
Oh my god. Man, I stepped into that one. That was great.
How could I not be?
Yeah.
That's true. What is her name? Donna Summers? Is it Donna Summers?
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little flattered, but I'm every bit as good looking.
With that, no doubt. That's no doubt. Who was the other one? The other woman. What was her name?
Janet.
But what was the actress?
Joyce DeWitt.
Whoa.
Right off
Pull
the
that
top
one
of his
out.
head. He knows. He knows.
I remember and who was the guy?
John Ritter.
John Ritter. When he passed away, I was so sad. I thought he died so young.
Yeah.
I just remember him from Problem Child.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Not to be mixed up with Child's Play.
What was the... did you ever see the one, It's Pat, where it was like the androgynous person? That John Ritter was in that. He was always he was always pissed off because he's like, I'm turned on by this person, but I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
I thought that was an SNL skit. I thought that was an SNL skit.
It was an
but there was a movie
that became a movie, I think.
Oh, really? It became a movie?
I think, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was like before Ladies Man became a movie.
So it was around that like time of like early like 90s, 2000s?
Yeah, all of the SNL, all the good skits. I want to know why they didn't do like the making copies. Why didn't that end up a movie? That would have been good.
That would have been good. Wow, I don't remember an It's Pat movie. That's interesting. I want to say Saturday Night Fever. It's not Saturday Night Fever. Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah.
That was my favorite skit. I don't know if it translated well into a movie though.
Gave us one of the best soundtracks though.
Yes, absolutely. When I was in Cuba a month ago, I was taking a taxi home with two of my friends, and it was quiet. And you're going through Cuba, so it was very poor, and it was very kind of depressing. All of a sudden, our driver cranks up the music and plays that Night of the Roxbury song. And
Love by Hathaway.
Yes, and we were just jamming the whole time. And I couldn't tell if that was like current, if that was like a cassette that he had, or if that was current radio. Like that was like the number one.
Probably a bit of both, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, that song still comes on at when I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, I'm working in those stores. That song will still come on, and I'll be, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, I can't tell you how one the last. I mean, I can't. I just told you the last time before that though, I heard that song about.
Well, right now it's on Fortnite, so
is it?
Yeah.
as the song that you can play. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta play that.
Yeah.
Um, I wish they made like the instruments again for that because I find the controller very cumbersome.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I thought
fun.
I read that they do connect to it. I don't remember correctly because Epic Games bought whoever made
Rock
Band
Band.
Caravan. So
Oh, so it could work, but I mean, at the same time, nothing. I have a PS5 that had it,
yeah.
so
Ooh.
I've never played
interesting.
Fork Knife in my whole life. I tried. I downloaded it and went through the whole arduous process of waiting for it to download. About 5 minutes in, I got stuck in a room, and all I could hear because I didn't have a headset. So like
Oh,
I was hearing the kids that I was playing against. I'm saying they're kids. They might have been adults.
Probably
Um,
kids.
and they were just like I was stuck in a room. I couldn't figure out how to get up the stairs, and they kept on shooting me. And I shut the game off, and I was like, "This is it for me. I'm not playing that ever again."
So I bet if you played now, it would be different because I agree with you. Though, like the player versus player stuff is not fun for me, at least. They made like a racing game, which is actually a lot of fun, and
and
I'm not a racing game guy at all, and it's a lot of fun. And they did like a rock band type thing, which is fun. Um, they have this whole like Lego world thing right now that's going on. That's kind of fun. It's kind of like Minecrafty.
yeah.
Um, so it's not just the like shoot 'em game.
All I know of Fortnite right now is Clint sends me videos every now and then of Gambit dancing to like really kind of crazy dances, and
Yeah.
it just
That's pretty
cracks me up.
cool. Wait, is X-Men in it? I know
Hmm?
Spider-Man's in it.
Oh, X-Men's in it because right now I have Rogue, Gambit, Domino, Psylocke, and Cable.
Oh my gosh, they have
Yeah.
like deep cuts too.
Mhm.
Domino.
Right.
Wow.
He sent me a
Um,
video just I think yesterday of Gambit like doing like the whole
Pretty Girl era. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, I
Gambit.
love this.
I'll send it to the group chat later.
Yeah, please do. And that's coming up soon. X-Men 97.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
That's coming up like real soon. The 20th? Is that what
Yeah.
it is? Oh man. Were you a big fan of X-Men Unworthy?
Oh yeah. I mean, that cartoon really was like my whole life when that
Yeah.
cartoon was out. And we used to collect the Fleer trading cards of
Oh yeah,
them.
yeah.
And I had all the original little tiny action figures.
Nice.
Yep.
Those are those are masterpieces.
Hmm.
Nice.
I still have a bunch of the X-Men ones. I just haven't been in. I haven't got to dig them out of my shed because I know they're probably useless now. They've been in my shed for about a year, probably destroyed.
Ooh. Um, out of like our big purge, my brother got the cards. I got all the comics. So I kind of wish I had the cards, but I remember we collected those too. There was Marvel Universe Series 4 that came out, and the big chase card was a Spider-Man versus Venom hologram card.
Hmm.
And I remember being in a general store like in New Hampshire, and they had like a bunch of like packs, and so we were opening them in the store, and we had this one card that was all like black, and we're like, "What is this?" And um, we shed it to the light, and then all of a sudden it was the Spider-Man versus Venom hologram. And at that point, it was like worth like $100. And for us, that were like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! Like this is incredible!" We went crazy in the store, and then bought Twinkies. Uh, but that's a kind of a good segue into kind of what the rabbit hole that you've been digging down Unworthy.
Yeah, yeah, digging down. Hell, I dove in head first. I dove into this rabbit hole of
Yeah,
Pokemon cards in the last like 2 weeks.
you dove into the deepest end of a pool that could ever have been made.
Yeah, yeah. And now I'm just trying to like get my head back above water. I'm just trying to tread water.
Yeah,
But
then but then you
I've
drop
realized it.
a diver's toy down, and you have to go chase it back down.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
loving these
realized
metaphors.
pretty quick, like it was like this is So how it all started was my son, my oldest son. He's really into them, and he plays with his friends at school, and
Oh, he plays the game?
they don't actually know how to play the game. Like they have their version of it that they play with the cards, and he's got a bunch of them, and he got a really good report card. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy him a couple things of Pokemon cards. And I was like, well, I can't buy him one without buying my youngest son one.
Okay.
So I got them both a set of these cards. It was like 6 packs in like a big window box or whatever. And it started from there. I was like, oh man, these are really cool. Like these have gotten a lot cooler from when I was a kid. Cause I used to collect them all the time when I was a kid.
Same.
Where do you get them? Or where did you get them at that time?
At that time, I got them at Walmart. It was like a big,
Okay.
so it was like I don't know, it was no bigger than a notebook, like the dimensions of a notebook, but it was like six packs of cards, and it had like a giant card in it, and then
Oh,
it had like a loose card in it. I can't remember what that character's name was,
that's
and like a
cool.
coin. So it was like a collector's thing, and they had them on sale. They were $15 each, so it's like $30.
Oh,
Hell, whatever, I'll buy these.
that's great.
Uh, and then opening those with them, I was like, oh man, I forgot how much I love Pokemon. So then I
You
was like, I'll buy them a pack again, and then I was like, oh, I'll also get myself a pack. And now I'm like full fledged trying to finish sets.
so like are you guys opening packs and you're like this one's daddy's or like
Yeah. Well, no, not really. Like some of them, if I buy them and they don't know I have them, then those ones are just mine. But like the stuff that I'm buying for them, like if we're opening them, like I open them with them. And if there's any cards that I know that are going to be kind of valuable, or shout out to Cobra Dad because he's a big Pokemon guy and he has been giving me a lot of pointers. And he's like, "Oh, this set, look out for this card. This set, look out for this card." So like, if I'm opening them with my sons and one of those cards that I know to be on the lookout for, I put it in a sleeve. I put it in the top loader, and like I hold those to the side because the goal is really it is to send as many as I can to get graded,
yeah.
and then that way they're graded and they're in top condition that they're going to be in. And someday when they're my age and they're like, Dad, remember when I used to collect Pokemon cards and we had these and they were so valuable? I can be like, boom, you still got them. Go buy
Yeah.
go buy your something. Go buy yourself something nice, to kind of shell them out like money at them.
Well, that's how talking with Sir Dork, he went back to his series 1 Pokemon cards and he had a deep collection. He loved them. He got so many of them graded and then pretty much had a down payment for a house
Yeah.
like afterwards.
Some of
He
them
had
are crazy. They're worth a lot of money.
during the height of the pandemic, a pack of unopened series 1 went for $2,000.
Mhm.
And
Well, I
then
mean,
it
we were getting that.
automatically went down once you
We
opened
were
it.
getting that. What was it? The expense living checks or whatever during COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
They were like, here's some free money, and people were like, that's $2,000. That's a pack of Pokemon cards. I'm gonna go buy that.
A pack, yeah, of series 1.
But then you open them, and then it's like worth maybe $500. You spend $2,000 on it, then the opened, you only got like maybe $500 worth of shit. Leave them.
Not
Don't
even.
open them.
Not
Don't
even,
even
yeah.
open them.
Yeah, leave it unopened. I remember one of my friends back in the day, he bought just like boxes of Pokemon cards and he was like, he knew. He's like, I'm keeping this in my closet because in 20 years it's gonna be worth a lot of money. And
Hmm.
I remember, and I was like just a kid. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna open all my packs. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever sold them, but I hope he found them and sold them for like I think a whole box went for 200,000. So
Yeah.
that's
Well, so
incredible.
I was looking the last sets when I was younger. I used to collect them quite a bit, and I used to go to this. I was like the only kid in my age group that had a job. So like I
Yeah.
would go to the gas station and I'd buy every single pack that they had, and then I would open them, and I would sell them single cards to the kids in school, like $1, $2, $3 a card, and like triple the money I was making off of them.
I was gonna say,
And
would you make money by selling it that much? Because how
yeah,
much?
I was making like there were 10 cards in a pack, and they were at that time like maybe $5. No, not even $5, like $2 or $3 a pack, I want to say.
Oh man.
So like I was selling them for like anywhere between 25 cents for an energy card to like $2 for a holofoil card. It's like I was making my money back and then some. And then I kind of felt stupid because I was like, now I want these like for myself. And I started buying them all, and I was buying like the Team Rocket when that set came out, the Team Rocket set. I almost had that entire set complete. And then when I was younger, I got rid of all of them. I sold them all, got rid of them all at, like, flea markets and shit. And, just recently, now that I'm back into it, I was looking up, I was like, "Man, I wanna try to complete that Team Rocket set again." $4,000 for a closed booster box. Like, they all the
Whoa.
like, I think it's like 25, maybe 25 packs in the box.
Mhm.
$4,000. I was like, "Phew, yeah, I'm never gonna get that set back."
How much is
Yeah,
a complete set?
I remember getting that Team
Crazy.
Rocket set. Like, I remember getting the holographic Dark Charizard, and my dumbass just thought, oh, I'll just put it in my pocket after I open the pack.
Oh no.
Yep, you know where this is going.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't check my pockets before my mom washed my clothes, and
How much was that worth that like then?
I don't think it was worth that much then.
Got it.
Then, no, probably not.
What is
Yeah.
it now?
I had like
don't-
when I sold them all, like I graduated in '06, and it was probably actually I know it was around 2009 when I sold off all my cards. And I had the holofoil Dark Venusaur. And
Oh.
I made $100 on it then
Oh my
in
gosh.
2009. I can't imagine what I would have made on it now. Like if I still had it. I mean, but now I've got such a collector mind state, I probably would never sell it now.
Yeah. Yeah. No Chewing says that all of his Lurkana cards are considered his daughters.
Listen, I got a whole box of Pokemon cards here that are my sons. I know the pain.
Well, I have to say you've gotten some good pulls, which makes me believe that all the stores that I go to, someone's going like there with a scale and like weighing all them because I really have not gotten anything of value whatsoever. Maybe a $15 card. That was it.
I mean, it's all I learned pretty quick, and this was just from talking to people too that collect. Like your chances of getting anything in a like the trainer boxes, they come with the coins and the energy cards and
Yeah.
the dice and all of that. Like those, you're gonna have a harder time getting anything big. Like hitting
Isn't that
getting
where
a
you got
hit.
some good ones though?
Most of the stuff that I've pulled has been from single packs or from like three piece or they're gonna be on three packs.
Mm-hmm.
But I did actually pull some crazy cards out of like those little tin Pokeballs that you get at Walmart. Like it looks like a little Pokeball. And it's in the toy aisle. Like most of the cards are now up front. I call it
Mm-hmm.
the smokers section because when I was younger, it was like the aisle that they used to sell cigarettes in, like behind the register.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's where all your trading cards are because they don't sell
Uh-huh.
cigarettes in these places.
Yeah.
But but if you go in the toy aisle at my Walmart, they had like these little Pokeballs. You know, they're about this big, and they had 3 packs in them, and I think they were $15 a tin. And I had Walmart like the coupons or whatever, so like I got them for $8 a tin. And I actually pulled a fucking rare or a chase version of a Charizard out of one of those of my sons.
Is that the one you showed us
Yeah,
last night? Um,
I
that's
was like,
incredible.
holy shit, I was expecting this all to be garbage.
Nice.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it
that's
was
a
out of one of them $8 tins.
wow. Yeah, how much is that one worth?
I looked it up, and most of these they're not really worth much until you get them graded. Like I could
Oh,
sell this one for like $20 as is. But if I
That's
get it
still a
graded,
lot.
then like I have a chance of like I could sell it for up to 100 or more.
Whoa. Was that website that Josh gave you like a legit website that people like
Yeah,
$5 a card seems pretty reasonable to get graded.
yeah. So it's yeah, I can't think of what the name of the site was, but it was the first it was $50 for your first set. You had to send 10 cards, so it ended up being or yeah, you had to send 5 cards minimum, and it was $50, so it was $10 a card. But like now it's like it could, if you after you use that deal, I think it's something like $100 for 5 cards.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah.
they're as reliable as like the PSA grading.
That's good. I would consider it. I would consider like I have a whole set of like I got deep into Magic cards one year. Maybe 2013. Could have been that. And I remember collecting that whole set that came out. I forget which one it was, and I have every single card. And I know there's some pretty rare, valuable ones in there, so I'd have to go back and look to see how much those cost, though. Man,
I can't think of
like
what year it was, but I think it was when the first Godzilla, like the current remake of Godzilla that's going out.
okay,
Like when that first
2014.
so when that first one came out, they put some of the kaiju characters into Magic the Gathering.
They did.
Yeah, and like so any place that was like sanctioned to play Magic the Gathering, the arenas or whatever you call them, like the comic shops or the card shops that would actually hold Magic the Gathering tournaments, they gave out to those places. They gave out like a Chase Godzilla Magic card, and they're like, you can't sell this, you can't, you have to keep this. They're numbered so we know where each one goes or whatever. And I've always been a big Godzilla fan, and this comic shop that I used to go to all the time closed now. They used to do the Magic the Gathering, and they had one of them. And when they were getting ready to close doors of their shop, they were like, "Oh, we're getting rid of all of our stuff," and they gave me this Godzilla Magic card.
Oh, that's cool. Can you
And they were
not
like,
sell that?
you can't sell it because it'll reflect poorly on us. Like, but then
Uh,
again, we're closing, so like we don't have our license or whatever to hold sanctioned tournaments or whatever.
do people have people sold those?
I probably, honestly, I'd never at all have been into Magic the Gathering, so I don't know what any of that stuff is worth. It's a rabbit hole, I'm sure, just like
Yeah.
Pokemon cards. So
Yeah, it is. I mean, at least
Yeah.
with Pokemon, we kind of know what they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Clint, it sounded like you were a Pokemon fan.
Oh yeah. Like I'm still into Pokemon. I just haven't gotten any actual cards in about 20 years until today. Oh,
What'd you get? Did you get anything,
Let's
Briscoe?
let's see what you got.
so yeah, but like when the pandemic started, I got really into Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember Pokemon Go.
Like had spreadsheets like tracking who all should I train, all that.
Wait, is Pokemon Go
Pokemon Go just in time to be locked down at your house, can't go anywhere.
yeah, Pokemon Go the one where you would like go to different places
Mm-hmm.
to catch them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember having that on. I don't recommend this to anyone. Having that on while I was driving around, and then
Yeah, I did that too.
all right, so I did while you guys open those, I pull a few. I did get this. This was a Best Buy kind of
Oh yeah,
promo
the
card.
exclusive. Yeah, for
Yeah, so
Pokemon Day.
yeah, this was cool. Whoa, what's it? Oh, I got that guy.
Yeah.
And I did get these two cards.
What's the one? What?
Wu Chen.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pretty cool. And then Kwai Val.
So I've also been trying to learn how to play the game, like the card game itself.
Okay.
Because like I want to do this this whole tournament thing.
So you want to be the very best?
Yeah, basically. I think it would be a lot of fun, and like a lot of potentially good content for the Unworthy Addiction page. So I've been
And
trying to play, and that duck card that you just put up,
yeah.
I have like a Charizard deck that I'm playing on the game online, and I get my ass whooped by that duck card that you just put up.
Well, I mean, he has pretty.
Quack
They have pretty
Squabble.
good. Yeah, they have pretty good stats. That's pretty good, right?
But somebody keeps on attaching, like if you attach a certain card to them, then you can't get beaten by an EX card, or you can't get damage from an EX card. So like all of my cards are EX cards because I think that's what's going to be the best. So like I cannot give this guy any damage at all, and he just kicks the shit out of me.
Well, do you have any EX cards in your build?
And like in my physical ones that I
Yeah,
actually have, yeah, a few, but not the ones I want to play.
got it.
What you got, Clint?
Let's see it.
I got this one.
Okay, cool.
Shiny.
Very shiny. I don't know what any of the foil types mean anymore. Back in our day, it was just like
Foil, rare.
Exactly. If it shined, it was holographic and you were good. But now it's like,
yeah. I'm not exactly sure. Like if the reverse holofoil is like the ones that are like really good, but like the full blown, it's like the full card is artwork. Those are the
Like
ones
this,
that are really,
these,
yeah, like that. Yeah.
I got that guy. I have two of those, so I have a different version here.
okay.
But then I got him again in another pack. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
This one was worth like $20.
Yeah, see, even the trainer cards, I was giving those things away when I was a kid.
Yeah.
See, when I was a kid, for some reason, I really liked the trainer cards. And so everyone would just give me those. Like, I wouldn't even have to trade for them. They would just give me their trainer cards.
They're cool artwork.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and, on top of that, I bought some Lorcana cards. I know this is a rabbit hole Clint doesn't want to get down, but these are cool. Like the artwork is just really nice. These are all my holofoil ones. You can't really tell that they're holofoil, but this one was like $10. So the CC.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. And again, like
Jiminy Cricket.
The person who did all this artwork, my goodness, it's really good.
One thing I always like is when they do like alternate designs for Disney characters.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about the Lorcana sets. And then I think it was the Disney Mirrorverse game.
Oh, this is cool. Yes.
I like the alternate takes on those. So
look at this Donald. That's a really
Those are cool.
Design.
Nice.
Yeah. Those are more expensive than Pokemon cards.
They go for like $6.99, $5.99.
Oof.
Man. Yeah. Pokemon is definitely a cheaper, to say the least. But yeah.
Cheaper but a deeper well. For sure.
Yes. I got this holofoil Boss Orders.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the way that I understand them now is like these where like if they're regular holofoil, they're like not nearly as hard to get anymore. Like each pack is guaranteed to have
3, right?
Like you'll get two of the reverse holofoil where the picture isn't shiny, but the rest of the card is.
Okay, I think I've gotten a couple of those in this pack.
But then, like, to tell you how little I know, I was looking at some, like looking up the prices of them as I was going, and I was like, oh, So the reverse hollow foil on this is only worth 10 cents. That means if it's not reverse foil, if it's just a regular card, it's going to be worthless. And then I look at it, and the regular version that's not hollow foil and not reverse hollow foil, they were like $2. Probably because they didn't make as many of them, I'm assuming.
Interesting. Yeah. So are there any cards in like the new ones that are not hollow foil that might be worth a lot?
Yes.
So I would look at TPC Player Guide.
Okay. Yep.
There's a website that I look up everything. There's that app that you told me about, Chris, that you can scan them all.
Yep. And it leads you to that if
Yeah.
you click on it.
Yeah, and you can just go to that website for free. You don't need to subscribe to the app.
Yeah. That is that's a pretty well-known app, I guess. But what's that?
Kingdra.
Okay.
So out of all three of them, that's the only one that looks no full art cards. But I've been getting really lucky, so I can't be too mad that I got nothing out of these three.
Yeah, I still like your pulls have been pretty. That Venusaur was cool.
Yeah, the newest set that's out, the Paulden Fates.
Yeah.
It comes with. I bought one of the trainer boxes, and it comes with 9 packs. And out of the 9 packs, I put this many in sleeves, like just because.
Oh my gosh.
Like I got the Mew.
We got him. Yeah.
Yeah, I got like the rare blue Mew. It's not the comic book art one, but like it's still pretty rare.
Yeah. Mew would be nice.
I got a bunch of those trainers. And then I got this guy. This one was like $100. They were like the shiny version of the guy that they give away.
So what did you you end up anything good other than just those cards, Clint?
Yeah, I think that was about it. I'll do some digging, but I don't really think I got any major ones. So
Yeah, I think I honestly I don't know if you can weigh them anymore to get anything since it's a guarantee that all packs will have some sort of foil card,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, each pack is gonna have a reverse hollow and a regular hollow.
Mhm.
So I think the only way to really know by weighing them is if it's gonna have like the full art, because the full art ones are where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think those would weigh any more than anything else.
That Venusaur, like it's a full art,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also like hollow foil.
Yeah.
There are some that have like alternative art too.
But
It's
like
like
these
okay,
trainer ones are really cool when they're full. The trainer is full art like this. Like they're really
yeah,
cool looking.
yeah. Let me show you this one I just got. Slow Bro. Look, this is like kind of like an alternative type of art. This one's like
Mm-hmm.
about $6.
Nice.
But it's just it looks different from the other cards.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. I think I joked about this before, but I don't know any of these Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like no idea. Where do they show up in the show or like is
Yeah,
there a
I don't
show?
even know. I never have watched the show.
Okay.
I used to play the video game. Like I still
Like
have my
Pokemon Red.
original. Yeah, I still have my original Nintendo Game Boy with the original blue version from like when I was a kid. So like some of these cards that I pulled from the 151 set, which is like the old school, it's the original cards. Like this one, I pulled this one of Hitmonchan, and I was like
Oh
geeking
yeah.
out. I was like, oh man, that was my favorite Pokemon when I was
Yeah.
playing that game. You know, you get to that gym, you can choose the boxer or the kickboxer, and I was like, oh man, I want the boxer every time.
What's up, Danny? How you doing? We miss you, bud.
Boo.
My Pokemon says Pokemon Magnum. Salvage Cargo says there's a new indie card game called Sorcery. We might all dig it, and the artwork is nice as well. I'll check that out. Sorcery. I don't know. I do have 2 more of those like trainer kits coming because they're like 30 bucks or 35 bucks at Target. Oh, that's a good Gyarados. Yeah.
And like some of these, I'm going off of name recognition only, and that's what like made me look up if they're worth anything.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Because like I remember some of them in the original card game when they originally came out, they were really hard to get a hold of. Like Mewtwo and Mew, like you didn't just get those. Like they were hard to get.
Mewtwo was kind of easy to get though.
He was?
Yeah, because there was a psychic starter kit, and that was the card that came with it. Yeah.
I remember getting Mewtwo in the game, and I was like, all right, it's game over. It's the best Pokemon.
Yeah, and then you have to go fight the Elite Four, and you still can't fucking seem to beat them.
With
that
Mewtwo.
Sounds like a personal problem. I always wipe the floor with them.
I cannot get. I just recently started playing, obsessed. Got right back into this Pokemon thing. I started playing the blue version over again, and I have been stuck for the last 2 days trying to beat the first bitch on the Elite Four, the one with all the ice Pokemon. She keeps on kicking my ass, knocking them all out one move. I can't do anything.
You got to level up your characters more.
Man, they're all at 50, but they're all Earth type and fighting type, so they're weak against ice.
Oh,
so
there you
go. That's why you have one of each type. You got it. You need
I got
one of each type.
I've got they say to use electric. I got one Raichu that's at like 37, and he gets wiped out on the first move, and then I'm right back.
Your mistake was evolving it straight into Raichu. You have to level up Pikachu, or else Raichu's not going to learn all his moves.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to restart the game over then. Because as soon as it was like, "Do you want to evolve?" I was like, "Yes, evolve."
No.
Evolve. Grow, my Pokemon, grow.
Now it's like really complicated. My kids have like the violet one or whatever, the new one. I remember playing that, and at least for Eevee, Eevee has like so many more. Evolves, and you have to get different crystals to match it at certain levels, and you have to do it at the right time when the moon's out, and you're like, what?
Yep. Well, they introduced that back in Gold and Silver, though.
I think I didn't.
They added new ones because like the red and blue versions, you could get Eevee and it would never evolve. But then when you get to the Cerulean City there, you could buy like a Thunderstone, a Firestone, or an Earthstone, or a Waterstone. And like you could evolve them into one of Eevee into one of 4. Or maybe it was only 3.
Three.
Volteon, and Vaporeon.
Yeah, those are the 3 that I'm used to. But I hear there are more.
Now you can be like Umbreon for the dark magic.
Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, Glaceon. Yeah.
Leafeon is the first one. Leafeon is the first card that I got recently. My son, when I was giving my sons that first pack, I got a rare Leafeon, and I hit up Cobra Dad and was like, "Look at this thing. That's cool. Is this worth anything?" He's like, "Yo, send that in and get graded. It's $200." I was like, whoa. All right, I'm gonna start collecting these things again.
Jeez.
Yeah, I played Sword and Shield, and I finally actually caught got all the Pokemon for once.
Nice.
So I
caught all of them. Oh my god! How long did that take?
Oh, it was during the pandemic, so not very
Oh.
long.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Or it could have been very long. It's just time traveled slowly then.
Yeah. What do you seem to still know a lot, even though you haven't bought a pack in like 20 years up until today?
Well, I do all the other Pokemon stuff, just not the cards.
Got it. Like the cartoon and the video games? Is that what it is?
Mostly the video games. Yeah, I haven't watched the cartoon since the first movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Been a lot more, I guess.
The new movie is pretty good. The Mewtwo one that's on Netflix.
So isn't that the same movie?
Yeah,
it's kind of a 3D remake of the
It's a
very
remake.
first one ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you still cry during the Pikachu scene?
No, my wife did. My wife was bawling like a baby because we put it on for the boys and mostly for me and the boys, I should say. And when Ash gets burnt to a crisp there and everybody's crying and Pikachu's tears fall down and land on Ash, I looked over and my wife was full on like ugly crying, like bawling.
Glad you added that crying at the end.
She bawling. Sad about this.
I mean, not to like. I mean, it is a cartoon. Everyone knew Ash was going to like come back, right? Like,
well, the Pikachu crying specifically like that.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, that's what she said. It wasn't so much that he was dead. It was that the Pikachu was so sad.
Yeah,
okay.
What she was so upset about.
Okay.
I was like, I mean, I kind of knew this was going to happen. I just letting you go ahead.
What's up, Cal? How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
I did get. Well, I think we should move over to toys for a little bit.
Yeah.
I did get Unworthy's take on this and Danny's take on this, but Clint, I know you were in the chat. What's your thoughts on Hey Man?
He's different than what I had in mind.
It's Hey Man.
Hey Man.
He looks a little Egyptian from a distance.
I would say more like a Hawaiian aloha build.
I think it's the hay bale on top that's giving it that.
Fair point.
I thought he looked like Guile.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but Unworthy, you're right. He needs some denim, so I'm waiting for those 1/12 overalls to come in. I think I don't think he'll fit in the overalls, so I'm gonna do like a cutoff overall where it just goes over the top.
Oh, I thought you
have the hay sticking out the bottom.
Yep.
I thought you were
exactly
giving some Daisy Dukes.
We could. I could play around with that.
Alternate. That's the Chase version. Chase version comes with the Daisy Dukes.
The gold version. Well, in a rare occurrence, I know Clint has some toys that I want to ask him about, but why don't we tell everyone what you picked up?
So my drought is over. So these are my first figures of 2024.
Oh, you haven't even opened them yet. Wow.
No, I was saving it for you guys.
Oh, you're gonna open them right now? Okay,
Ooh,
cool.
Do it slowly.
Yes. What'd you get?
We gotta savor this,
special, guys.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so let's open up Gene.
So, did you get all of them?
I'm gonna wait on Cyclops because it's not an immediate need in my collection.
Yeah.
So
he does look cool.
Oh yeah, like
that's a cool one.
So I'm probably gonna get him, but it wasn't an immediate need when this wave was announced.
And the store had all of them?
No, so I had to do a GameStop circuit.
Okay.
So like around me, there's like 15 GameStops.
Oh my gosh! Okay, how long does that loop take?
Depends how fast you drive.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, I only ended up going to 3.
to get the ones you wanted.
Yeah, because pretty much all the GameStops around me had Nightcrawler.
Okay, I was gonna say, was Nightcrawler hard to get?
No, Nightcrawler was available in all of them. Goblin Queen's probably going to be the peg warmer for this wave.
Okay.
Oh, really?
And let's see.
Which one was the
I would
hard
have
one to get?
expected she was going to be hard to find.
Yeah, me too.
So we got Jean Grey first.
Was she easy to find?
Kind of like the first one I went to didn't have her, but the second one had her. So
she's the one I kind of want
like
the most.
And you got the articulated ponytail.
So awesome.
What?
And then the ponytail is actually in the right position as compared to like the VHS one.
Yeah.
So
man, she looks real good.
And so here's a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
What's that one? Is that from the Love Triangle?
Yeah. And pretty much the VHS one was a repaint of this one. So yeah. Overall, so one thing about the 97 wave that's not that I wouldn't say I hate, just like minor point deductions for me is like the brightness of the colors, but since it's for the animated series, I get it, but that's my only like quabble.
Yeah, you'd rather more dull.
Yeah,
I'm putting a single. Because I dig the colors. That's not what I want. Sorry.
I like that. That I had all of them on pre-order, and I went through and I canceled everything on my pre-order except for this Jean Grey and a couple of DC things. So I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, overall, she looks great. Like,
what does she come with?
She pretty much comes with an alternate head. Let's see.
Oh,
I like that.
And then just some regular blast hands.
Okay.
So.
No effects?
No effects. I don't need effects.
Plus, if you collect Power Rangers, you got all kinds of effects that can work.
Pretty much, I never use the power effects.
Yeah. That one. So Jean is definitely, I feel like, a must for me.
Yeah. Let's see.
So what was the hardest one in the wave to get?
I don't really know because I did have them all pre-ordered, but I found them in the wild first, and I grew impatient.
So did you cancel your pre-orders, or are you just going to have backups?
I canceled all of them except for Executioner. I haven't seen that one in stores yet, so.
Oh, so you haven't found him? Okay.
Yeah, but it's already about to ship, so I can wait.
I was wondering if that was one that you found, because he seems like he'd be hard to find.
Yeah. I don't. So.
Do you think he's gonna? So is he gonna be in the cartoon? You figure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because he wasn't in the other cartoon.
He wasn't in the original, was he? He wasn't.
No, he's not. No. I'm thinking he might be the main protagonist. I don't know.
The main protagonist is going to be Sinister.
I think so?
No, so
kind of a letdown.
Mostly because of this character.
Wow, she looks great.
Yeah,
and it comes with baby. Is that Cable?
That's baby Cable.
Wow, that's cool.
Now I have to say, immediately I'm let down by the bust, and where her clothes. I'm not upset that her clothes are covering it, but I'm upset where her clothes are covering.
Yeah, well, come on, you're never gonna get.
It's a kid's cartoon.
You're never gonna get the comic accurate version.
Yeah,
that's a big letdown.
Well,
don't they know who's buying these toys? Don't they know it's grown men like us, not little kids?
But still, like everyone knew that wasn't going to happen.
So baby Cable. Wow, I'm wondering where the story is going to go.
Well, since it's this character. you already know what storyline. It's pretty obvious which storyline they're adapting with all of this.
Remind me.
It's obvious to everybody but Toy Father. So go ahead and
So
to
pretty
Toy
much
Father.
they're gonna do a variation of Inferno.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Just so, do you think so? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
And yeah, Savage Cargo said the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Salvage Cargo knew that.
Yeah.
You know, me, Clint, me, and Salvage Cargo knew that, Chris.
Yeah, Unworthy. I knew you knew that.
Yeah.
It was like when I said that, I was like, oh.
Well, I know Unworthy.
It's all right to feel silly, Chris. It's all right. I get it.
I know Unworthy was disappointed on the lack of skin for Goblin Queen, but I was more disappointed on the lack of skin for this one. Like,
yes,
the comic version of this, massive side boob for him, and
yeah, this
I'm
whole
disappointed.
side's open. No,
Yeah.
That head
Where's
sculpt
the
looks
gratuitous
great.
boob?
Oh yeah, like the head sculpt for him is great.
Wow, look at that.
I'm just happy to see that outfit, the big M
Yeah.
emblem in the front. That was always one of my favorite looks for him.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I love it when they give us like 80s versions of the costumes, because they're always going to gear towards the 90s version. So when they give us these, I jump all over it. So
Man,
Does that
that
got
looks so
butterfly
good.
joints?
yeah, but let me see. Yeah, he has butterfly joints. Doesn't really.
It doesn't. It could have been regular joints. It wouldn't have
Yeah,
taken it away.
pretty much.
See, because I noticed, especially with Hasbro lately, they've been putting butterfly joints in drop down hips in just about all of their characters. But some of the characters that get the butterfly joints, it's like I don't feel like I got anything extra by them adding the butterfly joints, because the rest of their accoutrement, if you will, kind of like hinders their movement.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are my first purchases of 2024.
How do you like the Goblin Queen?
Oh, I like her pretty much. Like,
I like the. It looks like it came with a lot.
yeah, I mean, as far as accessories wise, like you got the baby cable, you got alternate hands, and then the green power effects.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the green power effects you could have done without.
Let's see her again.
What? Huh?
Can we see her? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna have to get that too.
Yeah, that looks great.
And like, it gives you enough pieces if you wanted to customize it to be comic accurate, you can do it. So
yeah.
And I like the red lining of the cape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
So is that it? It looks like, and I could be wrong, but it looks like the same exact build as the Emma Frost that just came out a little while ago.
Yeah.
But
not really.
So Emma Frost had the thing that came across her shoulders that really ruined her any kind of arm movement.
Yeah. But here that's not the case, because the cape's pretty much just one of the ones that just plops down on it around the neck, not actually attached to the figure. So yeah, I actually need to finish that custom, because I sent you that picture, right? I cut off the cape and it's just like 2 flesh marks right on. Yeah.
That Emma Frost was such a good looking figure, but like to do any kind of photography with her, I had her out a few times and I couldn't do anything. And then actually I was gonna rip the cape off of her and make like a cloth cover thing to put her in like a cryogenic thing to have her be like a stand-in for Miss Freeze. For Victor Freeze's wife. And when Clint sent me the picture where he had taken the cape off, I was like, oh man, thank God I didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you attach, like you were saying, attach like cloth cape around it, it'd be fine since you cover those holes. But
they're pretty jarring.
Yeah.
big old square holes in her shoulders.
Triangle.
Oh man. Triangle?
Yeah, triangle shapes.
Oh gosh. I am pretty impressed with Goblin Queen.
Mm-hmm.
That was the least out of all of them. That was the one I wanted the least, but now I feel like I want that one.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to know about something that you're not excited to actually get in hand, I got
Nice.
this that
looks
came with the Batwing or the Bat Pod. So I bought this set because I wanted Anne Hathaway Catwoman.
Oh, not the Bat Pod?
And as soon as it came with the Bat Pod, I'm not even kidding. I think it was a day after I got this. They announced that they were doing her single without the Bat Pod for $19. It was a Target. She was going to be a Target exclusive instead of the $60 or $80 for the Bat Pod and Catwoman.
But the Bat Pod's cool.
Yeah, it is, but I'll do nothing with it. It's too big.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going to try to put her back on it because I had such a hard time the first time. But like, I'm not going to be able to do a good shot unless it's straight on. And I feel like I could have done that with some Lego pieces instead of buying this fucking Bat Pod. You know?
I didn't want to say anything, but Danny said it. Her name's Nora.
It is Nora. It is. Yeah. I couldn't think of it. Sorry. The only good saving grace about this Catwoman is that you don't get from the other one is like the little flip down goggles.
Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, the head sculpt looks great.
Yeah, it does look a lot like Anne Hathaway.
Well, I didn't necessarily get anything new. I do have a dial that came today from Diorama Boy. I'm gonna do an unboxing of that later, but I did get a long time ago. I went down this rabbit hole of trying to build a what's it called? Dark Claw from the Amalgam series, which, if you don't know, is a amalgam of Wolverine and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
They never really made a figure for that, and someone told me that they might be teasing it, but I doubt it. So I bought.
The licensing would be a nightmare.
Well, I heard that they were bringing back DC in like the comics. But
that'd be cool.
I went and I took a V-Toys like buck and got 112 customs, and he had a whole kit for Dark Claw, and he didn't have like the chest piece or anything, so I bought something else off of him and kind of made my own custom. But yeah, so here's the head sculpt. I gotta paint all this. Chest piece is kind of just something I chose. This belt came with it. These claws and
the claws come attached to the hand.
No, I took them out. So the buck itself is a V-Toys buck. So I took out the hands and then put these 3D prints in.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, do the claws come attached to the fist?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Pretty cool. And on the flip side, I did try to buy this already painted head sculpt, but then I was a little disappointed because it doesn't really fit my body. But it's a cool head sculpt. Maybe I'll find something else for it. But
is it like too big or too small for
Too small.
So, like, cool. Is that for you think for Marvel Legends?
Yeah, I'm thinking like Marvel Legends or maybe even a Reblitech. So I'll look into that. I'll have to see if it swaps onto a Marvel Legends well. But
I would love to see a Iron Lantern from that Amalgam series.
Yeah, the Iron Lantern would be cool.
Yeah.
And Iron Lantern design, wasn't it just like Iron Man but green?
Yeah, basically. Hey,
Yeah.
I know somebody that knows how to paint some Iron Mans.
Yeah, I do too. They're not on this chat. But I'd have to look up Iron Lantern to see what it looks like. But I have so many Iron Men.
The Iron Lantern one, it was like the Gold Age Iron Man, where it kind of had the triangular shaped up in the front.
Yes, and it was kind of like
It was black, it was black. Basically, what would be red was black, and then what would be yellow was green.
Got it. Oh, it was black and green. Okay, yeah. Those were a fun series. I hope they bring that back.
A whole one issue. I actually have speaking of trading cards again, I have the whole amalgam trading cards from that whole set. From
trading cards? Oh.
Yeah, they were like the same as the Fleer. They did a DC versus Marvel. Fleer did a DC versus Marvel set. And it had like Joker versus Green Goblin cards, Superman, Hulk, Wonder Woman, and Thor, like from that whole comic book run, and then the amalgam as well.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I got the whole box set of them actually. I'll have to dig them out and send you some pictures of it.
I have the comics for sure. The whole set of comics. Those are just fun.
They had the best one was there was two of the best ones. Green Goblin versus Joker was a really good card. Like that thing was like the artwork was insanely good on it. And cool. Then I think the Shazam and Thor, the Shazam versus Thor card was really good too. Like really good artwork. I'll have to find out. I'll have to find that whole set. I'll send you some pictures.
Man, they did that stuff. That's cool. What's up, Wait Create? How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Any other pickups? Anything you're anticipating?
I did get 3 figures from that just announced Legends wave with Cable, Wolfsbane, and Kazar.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the 3 you got?
Yeah. I'm debating on getting up the other ones because I do want the Build-A-Figure. So
yeah, the Tiger.
Yeah, Saber-Tooth
Zabu.
Tiger. Kazar looks great.
Yeah.
Cable, I think, is the one that steals the entire wave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's a version we've been clamoring for years. So
yeah, man, that one looks good. And Wolfsbane, I'd get a Wolfsbane.
Well, like the thing with that one, we actually finish off a team.
Yeah. So, well, do you have the Strongman?
I got the Strongman.
Oh, that's a BAF I wish I had completed.
I mean, a lot of the figures for that wave you can get pretty cheaply. So
still new?
Still new, yeah.
Do you like that Build-A-Figure?
Yeah, that one's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a really cool one.
What's the one from that? Not from that wave, but from that line of comics there. The one that had the guy that had guns for his arms.
Oh, Random.
Yeah,
that's
one.
I wish I had gotten that one figure, but wasn't that in like a 5-pack? That was the only way you could get him.
Yeah.
Was he X Factor? Random.
Random was X Factor, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Because about that time when he got introduced, like the classic team with Strong Guys, Polaris, Havoc, they kind of dispersed a little bit. So that was like the second wave after that where Random came in.
Now, have they done that version of Havoc where he's got like the brown jacket on?
Yeah, I have that.
Marvel Legends have done one like that.
Like
it came with a 2-pack, right? With Polaris.
Yeah, let me get them real quick.
Yeah,
I think the only Havoc I have is the black suit.
Yeah, I have them up there. It's the classic X Factor look you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Polaris came in a 2-pack.
I I've always been a big Cyclops fan above all else for
Yep.
X-Men. So like
Yep.
any of the Summers boys, like they're always they're up there on my list. Like I gotta collect whatever
Even
ones I can get of them.
even this
Even
guy.
Vulcan. Yeah, I have two of them actually. I got one to keep it original, and then the other one I ripped apart. I was gonna kit bash
Customizing.
it to be like a Ghost Rider Superman custom,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
Superman Ghost Rider. Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe I've never even
It was
seen it.
it was a 2-pack that came out like during that pandemic, maybe right before that.
It was right before the pandemic. And Unworthy, I've used this one in
Mm.
a collab with you.
All right, maybe I'm short on memory. I'm sorry.
I bet he does come back someday.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, he's a good one. Yeah, that Vulcan figure is awesome, and it comes with a cool Build-A-Figure piece that you could just customize too. It was like
I don't remember what was the build a
it was
figure
like
for
a
that one.
it was like what is that? It was like this cyborg guy,
Bone Breaker.
Bone Breaker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got two of those ones because I was gonna keep the one original, and I think I still have it in package. But I got the other one. Actually, Midnight Stars Custom. He did some custom skull heads for that one because I was gonna do like a Kryptonian Ghost Rider. Uh, so like I
Oh,
have all the pieces for that I've not done. I ripped them apart. I dyed the base of them black, and I've done nothing else from that.
Kryptonian Ghost Rider. Can you say more? Like, what's your vision for that? If
It
you don't
was
want to
gonna
give it away.
be Ghost Rider, Superman looking build with the Superman emblem, but the Superman emblem was gonna be on fire. The head was gonna be a Ghost Rider head, but it was gonna be like the skull was gonna be green, glowing like the. That's really where I went wrong. Was I wanted it to be like a green Kryptonian or like a kryptonite looking skull.
Yeah.
But I'm colorblind, so when it came time to paint that, like I had a nightmare of a time and like kind of just stuck it all to the side. And I've really done nothing with it since.
Hey, question. Do those like color those glasses work for you?
I've never tried them.
Mm.
I've somebody else asked me that before. I've never tried them. They're kind of expensive.
Are they?
Yeah, and I'm kind of cheap.
No, I get it.
I got other
Yeah.
things like Pokemon cards and toys I gotta buy. I don't
Yeah.
fix my eyes later.
Besides, if you could actually see colors, you'd be too powerful and we just have to knock you down.
It's true.
Okay.
They're just knocking you down. Like you're overpowered. um I'm trying to think if I picked up anything else in terms of just ordering wise. I've really slowed down on the ordering, so which has been nice. I had a Starscream MDLX 30 coming in, and then the day it was supposed to come in, they said, "Oh, your order is like halted. Do you want to cancel or do you want to wait until like they even said it was because of supply order?" Um, and I was like, "Really? Like they still have this problem?" So I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna cancel it. I'm okay. I'm okay without it. I don't need it." So got some money back there, and I felt good about that one. I think. Oh, the Ninja Turtles Mezcos are going to come out soon. I know
Mhm.
a lot of people have like been getting them from their retail stores, which makes me mad
Danny's
because
Danny is excited to get his.
yeah, because they look great, and what is
Oh,
it?
he hasn't
I
bought
so
them yet.
desperately need that. My yeah. Um, no chewing. Really wanted them, and he pulled the trigger. And I think he ordered them yesterday, and he's getting them Wednesday. And I'm like, what the heck? I like pre-ordered mine, and I still haven't gotten a shipping order from Mezco. But they look really good. I saw an unboxing of them, and man, they look so good. They just look really cool in hand and when I have them, I'm sure they'll feel great too. So I'm excited to get those.
The only things that I've got coming, I went through and I canceled a bunch of pre-orders that I had, and
From Big Bad or
Big Bad, Entertainment Earth, McFarlane site, which I don't think I'm waiting to see if I'll get my money back. I don't think I will, because you got to pay for your pre-order. Like you pay in advance. Like when you pre-order from McFarlane website, you pay.
Yep.
Instead of like Big Bad, where you don't pay until it's in. Like I submitted the cancellation and I haven't heard back. Usually you get a refund or at least an email saying that they won't. I haven't heard back from them at all.
Hey, maybe
But I
you'll
did.
get the figure, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and like I just kind of been on I've been on a pause. Like I'm not feeling inspired to do much toy photography lately. So like I'm trying to I'm not canceling because I don't want these things. I'm like, I'm going to only get what I see in person and hope that like it sparks something for me to take pictures of. So like the Bat Zaro Bizarro, I've got that coming. I'm excited to get that one. I didn't cancel the Green Lantern Kilowog 2-pack. I'm gonna want that one still. But like pretty much everything else, I kind of put the kibosh on for right now. Like I got so much that I've bought over the last couple years that I haven't even taken pictures of yet. So it's like
Yeah.
I need to make sure I pull everything out and make sure I'm not just buying because I'm afraid of missing out. So like I've kind of put a big pause on what I'm buying, but I will say the Bizarro and Bat Zaro 2-pack, I am expecting that any day now from Big Bad. Like I shipped it in my pile of loot. I'm very excited about getting those. So maybe that'll spur me back into some photography.
Those look great. Those two.
I-
Those nines.
Do you want me to send you my spreadsheet that randomizes, like, just pulls a random figure from your
The
list?
formula, yes. Send me the formula.
Do you have to input all those though first, right?
Yeah, like I have like a long list of like every figure I have, and so I've also keep track of when I've actually last shot them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Darn, you're
It's
so
impressive. He's shared it in the Rowdy Boys chat a few times. It's impressive to see it in action.
Yeah, that's a level of organization that surpasses anything I've ever done.
It's just the illusion of organization. I just like Excel.
Sure. Okay. I mean, I guess that once you start the sheet, it is easy to maintain it. So,
Yeah.
but still, that's pretty awesome.
I have to call. I've called Clintastic a couple times about spreadsheets. I was like, "Hey, remember that thing where you told me about how you do this and it just automatically draws one? Like, how do you do that?" And he's like, "I could just hear him FaceTime me. Have your computer ready and FaceTime me."
Well, it's handy to have that friend. I called in for a favor for Clintastic, and he delivered. He did deliver,
Always.
and that's a good segue into what I did want to talk about. So I know we had talked about for next week to be an Oscar. I'm gonna hold off for another 2 weeks because I'm gonna send out this. If you look on our Toy Talk feed, if you look on my feed, I'm gonna be sharing a Google form for all of you, anyone that's listening, anyone who wants to participate. And basically, we're having our movie talk Oscars,
The talkies.
the talkies. Uh, or Clint's really pushing that the talkies.
It works, I think.
It's unofficially official.
And
Yeah, I didn't ask anyone's input on that, by the way.
I gotta put that the talkies. And so basically, we would want all of you to vote on the best movie that we have reviewed on Toy Talk. So that's about 60 movies: Batman Forever, Death Becomes a Revenge of the Nerds, Bloodsport, Total Recall, The Thing, Reindeer Games, Violent Night, Long Kiss Goodnight, Jingle All the Way, Armageddon, Daredevil, Director's Cut, The Notebook, I did put the Planet of the Apes on. Honestly, I finished Dawn. I finished Rise. I didn't think I would, and I started War.
Look at my man Clint. Oh, look at him. He's
See,
mad.
I missed the message where we were gonna just talk about like toys and stuff. So I powered through all 3 of them last night.
Oh, last night, dude! I said this on Saturday.
You did not lose out. Those were all 3 very good movies. You weren't
like,
put
Dawn
out by
is-
watching them.
They were like worth it.
They're
sure,
they're
but-
good. They're good. So I mean, hey, I did after I said let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
I did power through 2, so I'm with you, Clint. We can talk about those.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about it next week.
I didn't even bother rewatching them just because I watch them all the they're like in my regular rotation anyways.
Dawn was excellent.
Yes.
Dawn was very good. I'm on War right now.
War is the best one. It'll blow
Really?
your
Okay. I'm watching.
In my opinion, maybe not for everybody. In my opinion, I think. I mean, Woody Harrelson. Come on.
Yeah. Rise was very good. But man, Dawn, I really did enjoy. Anyway, so categories: best movie, worst movie, MVP, which is the best performance, LVP, worst performance, Sixth Man, the small part in the movie but had amazing performance and the limited screen time they were in, and then for you, the viewer, to also suggest a best scene recreation done by the Toy Talk crew and or anyone else that we want to bring in. And the way I did this was, at least for like the Sixth Man and for the LVP and the MVP, I basically took all of our categories which I had copied and put down the person or the thing that had the most votes. There were some that were tied, so I just put all of them in. They're really funny, I think, in terms of just the people that we put in.
I can't wait.
Some other reasons.
Man, for least valuable, did you put the for the what was it for kickback or what was the Bloodsport?
Bloodsport,
or like the kid version?
where's this LVP worst performance? Where is he?
Kid Frank Dukes.
Yeah. I put his name and then young Frank Dukes.
Yes.
Pierre Raffini. That's his real name. So
I'm surprised Ben Affleck's not like in that least valuable for like 3 different movies.
that is, yeah, that's funny. He didn't show up that. Yeah, he just showed up that one. He showed up for. I think it's so funny. He was LVP for Reindeer Games as he was the main character.
Yeah, and Daredevil. He should have been for Daredevil. That was my LVP.
Yeah, it was unanimous that Colin Farrell was the MVP for that one. I did like one LVP performance was the people who didn't go to the theater to watch The Thing.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to send that out. I want all of you to, all of you listening right now to at least look for that. And we'd love to hear that. And to give us some of your best scene recreations. Be specific. You have like a whole short answer field to kind of tell us exactly what's happening in it. And I can Google it and find it. And also
know which one we're doing, right? Unworthy.
And please choose the people that you want to do it. Because
Clint and I are gonna steal the show for the talkies and do.
I can't wait. Don't tell me. Just.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you what scene, but it's gonna be a scene.
Surprise.
Clint and I are gonna put on a scene.
I love it.
We haven't even talked about it, but I'm pretty sure we're on the same exact page for.
We're on the same movie. I just need to make sure we're actually talking about the same scene, but. I think.
Although you know what, you could pick any scene out of a hat for that movie, and I'd be happy.
So right now we're looking for a date of March 18th for our final Talkies episode. So I'm really excited for that one. Again, I just have to finish a few things on the form, and then I'll I'll make a link, and all of you just get on it. Get on it. It'll be fun to see what everyone votes on.
Now, should I, just for personal reference, should I wear like a nice suit, like I'm giving out awards, or is it
Um,
casual, business casual, casual?
well, if we're doing scene recreations, we also want to be able to dress in character too. Maybe
All
we can think about getting those tuxedo shirts.
right.
Maybe I'll find a link and we can all agree to buy one. Okay.
I'm into it. I'm there for it.
Reminder to buy a tuxedo shirt.
Yeah. I like to picture my Jesus in a tuxedo shirt. It's like, he's here to save the world, but also have a good time.
I mean, that'll be good with my biblical adventures to get a 112 tuxedo shirt.
Yeah.
So look for that, and I can't wait to see what all you guys think.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I know we talked about having a tight show, and that's it. We did, we talked some great Pokemon. We talked some great toys, and everyone in the chat, thanks for joining us tonight. That was a lot of fun. Join us next week. We'll definitely talk some Apes next week. Because I started to watch it, and then I was like, "There's no way I can finish all of these." But then I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah, drawn right in. Yeah,
yeah,
they're good. They're good movies.
Like really good, and to the point where I'm like, I did not want to see Kingdom. Now I want to see Kingdom.
Yeah, the guy that did the mocap for
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. Yeah. Man, he is.
Did he do the voice and acting and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for Caesar. Yeah.
Oh God, he deserved an Oscar for Caesar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Andy Serkis is the man.
And also, yes, and also to the point was like legit online looking for Caesar action figures.
Yeah.
Like
I've looked at the AWOC. I'm a big fan of the AWOC, the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Like I like those figures a lot.
Hold on. Hold that thought.
I hope they build them. I would really like to see them do actually, you know what? You could just buy them and then repaint them to be Planet of the Apes figures. But I'm not a painter, so if anybody wants to paint them for me, I'll buy the figures. You can paint them for me.
So with that AWOC, they have a Blight who's
Blight's. Yeah, I love Blight.
And also figure. They have a AWOC villain's head sculpt set, and I did buy that because I remember when we had the guy from Spare on, he showed us it, and I was like, "Oh man, that one looks like Caesar."
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, that looks like Koga to me.
Koba.
Yeah.
Or Koba.
Yeah. He does look like Koba. You're right. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Blight is that's the one that Danny, my beautiful partner in crime, he bought me that at Legion's Con, and then
this head sculpt.
He made that Blight figure made it into my top 10 for last year.
Yeah, it's an awesome figure. Spirit does a great job. Yeah. But was Koba in the first movie?
Yes.
He was.
Yeah, a very minimal role in the first one.
Minimal but impactful.
Yes. Like he was very supportive of Caesar in the first one. Like he was Caesar's kind of right hand in the first, when they all start getting there.
In Dawn, he was.
Not until the end though, because he was one of the ones still in the lab, and that got the first version of the new virus or the new.
Right. So he was kind of rageful, but then when they all got let loose, he was the first one to kind of like bow to Caesar.
Oh, okay.
And then in the second one, it kind of starts getting a little love-hate going on.
Yeah. Love that. That's a cool relationship they did.
Yeah.
Man, love Dawn.
Yes.
A good stuff.
War is going to blow your mind. It's such a good movie.
All right.
The ending is kind of a twist, but
I've watched the first 20 minutes so far, so
you're gonna love it.
Well, everyone, thanks a lot. Join us next week. We're going to talk more about apes, and we'll see you next. And maybe open some Pokemon packs.
Hell yeah, I'll bring some.
We're not broke by then. See you next week for another episode of Toy Talk.